Before we get on to the video, I'd like to ask you guys to subscribe and share this video to your friends and fellow YouTubers in order to help this channel grow. After all, we can't do it without you. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark from Saw Gaming, and I have some exciting news for those Nintendo fans out there. I, for one, love Nintendo, and I'm glad to hear that the Nintendo Switch has already sold 2.4 million consoles, and their prediction was actually exceeded because they were predicted to hit only at 2 million by the end of April. Well, it's the 20th of April, and they've already hit 2 and a quarter, over a quarter, almost half. And that's some big news because everyone thought it would be a fluke. It would be, you know, it wouldn't be selling very well because they looked at the hardware, they didn't see the practical use of it. Well, I'm here to tell you that is not the case, not one bit. The Nintendo Switch is Nintendo's now fastest selling console ever. That's right, it beat the SNES, NES, and all those other things that they made. And they're bringing back old fucking hits. I'm here to tell you about Super Mario Odyssey, which is coming out in 2017. I saw the trailer, it looks nice. It seems that Mario is depicted in this real world. It looked like upstate New York or downtown, something like that. And he basically jumps around the city doing adventures, and it's kind of a keen thing to really connect Mario to the real world now. They're trying to connect him to everyday life, and they have also come out with Mario Kart Deluxe 8. I don't know when that came out, when that's coming out, sorry. And they're also making a Sonic reboot. They're taking back all the Sonic hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there was a 5. I think they stopped at 4, but then they went to, you know, Sonic, I think Sonic, I'm trying to remember, Sonic Heroes. I had to play the song in my head, Sonic Heroes. That was my favorite Sonic ever. Say what you will, but that's coming too. They showed gameplay, and I love it. I might actually pick up a Switch for Sonic Heroes. It's unfortunate, though, that I can't put the content on YouTube without getting, well, fucked. Anyway, they've also come out with Seasons of Heaven. I've also read that they're putting in Minecraft to the Nintendo Switch. Now it's everywhere. It is definitely everywhere now. They're coming out with Minecraft Story Mode and the actual Switch edition. And that, oh boy, if you can play Minecraft on the Switch, forget having to play it on your console because you could just take it anywhere. They've also stated multiple other games. They have about 65 upcoming games for the year of 2017, which is a lot because most of them are exclusives. Xenoblade Siberia 3. They're also putting some third-party developed things like FIFA. That one's untitled now, but they're also putting Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 in there. I totally laughed when I saw that. I didn't expect that to be in there. That totally surprised me. All these other games, if you want to check them out, I'll leave them down in the description below to check out the official Nintendo trailer and the upcoming list. Also, I wanted to mention that some sad things have been happening with Nintendo too, though. It turns out that they're outsold, that they've outsold the Nintendo Switch so much that they stopped making and putting out the SNES Classic. The NES Classic. The NES Classic. It's now dead. So if you want to buy it, I think this is the last time to get it. I think it would be this month. Other than that, they're going to skyrocket in prices like they already did. And they're going to be hard to find. So if you're looking for one, you better act fast. So, to be honest, to wrap things up, I wanted to read the article that I found this information on. It was on Business Insider, and the person who wrote this article was Ben Gilbert. And it's actually titled that the Switch is Nintendo's fastest console sold ever. Deja vu. And it states that Nintendo's new console is barely 3 days old, but it's already off to a strong start of sales. It's now Nintendo's fastest selling console. Okay, so he wrote this article 3 days after it came out. And it's kept the pace today. That's crazy. That's an impressive launch. Even if you take Nintendo's selective sales metric with a grain of salt, it deserves the hybrid game system. which acts as a home game console and portable game console, sold even better in North America in its first 2 days than a Nintendo Wii, the highest selling Nintendo console has ever made, with more than 100 million sold over its lifetime. That's according to Nintendo's America's president, Reggie Fils-Aimé, aka My Body Is Ready. I had to put that in there. Yeah, this is not a new article, okay? It was published March 6th, but it comes out with some. It was published March 6th. It came out with very good information on how the Switch is acted, and if we look at today, it's still selling and it's still going off. The reason why the Wii sold so much, and that became the previous highest selling console for Nintendo, is because everyone got this idea: if you buy a Nintendo Wii, it's going to be revolutionary. This this motion capture thing. The Wii Chucks. It never came out before in such a high regard, even though it was a total scam. And they came out with Wii Fit, and that they totally people actually thought that if you got Wii Fit, you were gonna be skinny. And unfortunately, my family fell for that too. I wanted the Wii because, fuck, I just wanted a fucking Wii. I didn't know why. Oh, I wanted it for the Blob. I thought it was a nice game, and I wanted it. And I also wanted New Super Mario for the Wii, which came out in 2014, I believe, or 13. I can't remember. It was a nice time, but whenever I played other things, like my mom bought Wii Fit, and I told her not to, but she got that shit, and she asked me to play, and I said, "What the fuck? Hey mom, check this out." And I just got on my hands and knees, and I started tapping the box with my hands, and it looked like I was running on the TV super fucking fast. I could just cheat it because I play football. Well, I did. My high school years are up almost. So I played football at the time, and I would just do the thing that you would do, like running in place but half step, and you do it really fast. It's really easy. Basically in football you have to do that, keep your feet moving to do up downs and punishments. Needless to say, I was really good at punishments. We got our fair share of it. We were healthy, and I did that on the Wii thing, and I always got first place, always. And it was such a scam because I didn't break a sweat. And when people did that, they easily just cheated the game, and it just totally threw them off. They're like, fucking Wii's a scam. So that's why I didn't have too much of a lifetime, but it sold a lot because everyone fell for it. Now, Nintendo Switch is the other story. Nintendo Switch is a real thing here. It's not going to tell you that you're going to have fun just by looking at the screen. No, it has its practical uses. You can take it anywhere and play the game, and it's going to look really nice in regards to being a handheld console. And you can also put it in the dock, and it'll be on the big screen, which is awesome. But I want to get to the dock in a little bit. The dock, it has its issues. I'm just going to say that. It has its issues. But the reason why Nintendo Switch sold so well is because the exclusives, Zelda, Breath of the Wild, all that shit. Exclusives sell. No matter what you think or say, exclusives will be the thing, the main force that drives people to buy a console. Now, for the PS4, it was power, but it was because it was such a much more affordable thing, too. I bet when the Xbox One came out, it had that fucking the Xbox Connect, and that made it go up to $500, and the PS4 was priced at $400. It's a $100 difference. It's a weaker system. And that was just a deal breaker. I mean, fuck. I got the PS4 first because of that, and then I got an Xbox One because I wanted to play Rise, Son of Rome, and shit like that. That's when they dropped exclusives heavily, and then they flopped, and I am pretty sad now. But I really do have high hopes for the Nintendo Switch. I really did see a lot of good things about it, and yes, it's still selling. Probably by the end of this video, by the time you watch it, it'll probably hit 3, maybe 4 million. Who knows? It's selling fast, and I wanted to give it up to Ben Gilbert, the guy who wrote this article, because he kind of predicted the future. He says, if nothing else, we know one thing: the Switch is off to a far better start than Nintendo Wii U, and a disastrous successor to the Wii console. Oh my god, the fucking Wii. In light of the situation, good and bad things are happening. I wish they would continue the the NES Classic, but hey, it's not a big deal because you can still play it on an emulator, and probably gonna get some games on the Wii U. I mean the Nintendo Switch. Why the fuck did I call it the Wii U? The Nintendo Switch is probably gonna get those since they're remaking all the old Sonic games, and they're putting it in there too. They're gonna be retro games as well. Pixel art is still here, guys. So if you're a retro fan, the Switch is for you. That's all I gotta say. This has been Mark from Saw Gaming, and I want to thank you for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and share this video. Until then, see you next time.